Nagato, Nightwalker, Mr. Fool, Autumn, Luvion, Thunder, Godzilla. How's it going, guys? Pushcar, how's it going? Luvion, we've actually had a starting stream for a long time. I just never used it because while I was just good lord, because while I was getting set up, I was just like talking to you guys, so I just had like my video up as normal. And I was just I was just doing something for a second, so I just have this up for now. Good lord! All right, we're spamming the cinema emote today. All right. Guess you guys really do like thumb on one. Never mind. How's everyone doing this fine Monday morning or Monday afternoon? This is the time where I can watch stream. I know, Mr. Fool, but this is the time I'm normally at work, so I can't normally be streaming here. So it's kind of... Is it a little laggy? Interesting. Monday night. Yeah, I figured. No, Milos, the demon girl is for the be right back emote. So Romero, how's it going, man? It lag a little bit. No. If you're scared, the other demon girl is still here. We're okay. No problem. We can have 2 demon waifus. It's all good. Yeah, when you stream nowadays, I have to be safe. Yeah, I get it, Mr. Full. I do. Trust me. Alright. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm good. Alright. How's everyone doing, guys? 6 for me. First time the sun is up while I'm watching the stream. Ah. How's everyone doing? Wow, that's a bad start. Okay. Would be crazy if you show your face now and it's yeah, that would be funny. Today is Romero's birthday. I asked him. He said he wants to. Okay. Afterlee's Amnesiac, how's it going? Mr. Fool, we'll see. I don't. I know Luvion sent it. Let me see. What's like a good place to stop today? Because like I'm okay to do a bit of a longer stream today, so I don't mind. So let's try to figure it out. Luvion, I know you sent them pin messages. Okay. Where are we at right now? 1187. Oh shit, no. We're past where Luvion sent the chapter ends. Shit. It's fine. Alright, we'll play it by ear. Did you not go to no, Pushcar. I'm 1199. We can go to 11. Oh, did you send another one? Shit. Okay, 1189 to 1199. Okay, great, we can do that. Great. Yep. Sorry, I didn't see that one. I forgot to pin that one. Sorry. Let me just pin it right now. Good. All right. No, Luvion, I got it. You're good. Just when I thought, yeah. I stream, baby. No, Pushcar. I didn't go to work today because I work Tuesday through Saturday this week. Actually, I only work 2 days this week because I'm gonna go into work tomorrow. I'll call in sick Wednesday, and then I give my letter of resignation Thursday. And then I'm home for 2 weeks, so we can do morning stream for the next 2 weeks or so. Oh god. Absolute cinema, actually. Okay. Bro, yeah, my work life is not so working. Okay, it's fine. Fuck me, that's so dumb. Finishing volume 6 within this week? I don't think within this week. But it should be within the next 2 weeks for sure. Okay, so RA Oh, you're kidding. Asma, I don't think I've seen you here before, man. How you doing? Manish, how's it going, man? That was fat. Yeah, I know. I don't like the company. I don't like my manager. I think they just suck. And I got another job, and I got another offer that pays a little bit more, that is fully work from home, that never has to work Saturdays. And I was like, fuck it, bro. I don't. And I was still thinking, I was like, damn, like maybe I should stay because like it doesn't look nice if I leave so soon. And then Saturday, my manager did something that so pissed me off. I was so fucking done. Um, so on Tuesday, I told you guys this already, but I'll say for people who weren't here. So so on Tuesday, my manager walks in. He goes, "Hey, any plans for the weekend?" I go, "No, I don't think so." And he goes, "Oh, so you're okay to work Saturday?" And that was like really irritating. But I was like, "Okay, like I'm new, fine, like yeah, he's kind of a dick for doing it that way, but like whatever, no problem." And new here? Oh, I appreciate you popping by, Asma. Are you finished Lord of the Mysteries? Dr. Z, how's it going? Wow, that's a what? And I was like, okay, that kind of sucks, but like whatever. And then Tuesday I walk in, it's a Saturday, or so, and then Saturday I walk in, like I'm tired because like I was up late, you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, whatever. Oh, fuck's sake, what was it? Mirth. I don't even know what this word is. And then, so Saturday I walk in and I'm just wearing jeans and like a shirt because it's Saturday, right? I'm like, fuck that. And my manager goes, oh, actually Saturday isn't our dress down. So would you mind going home during lunch to change? And dude, I was so tired because I slept so late and I was like, dude, I'll just type up my fucking letter of resignation and just give it to you right now. Holy shut the fuck up. Like, dude, it's a Saturday. If you want to be like really pissy, you can just be like, hey, like if in the future, just like Saturdays in a dress down, so just be careful in the future. No fucking problem. Like, oh my god. I was like, you're fucking taking the piss. And he was like, no, can you go home during lunch change? I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm done. I was like, yeah, I'll give you my letter of resignation next week. I'm fucking... it was fucking inhuman. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? The fact that I showed up on 3 days' notice on a Saturday is... You'd be fucking thanking your lucky stars, you... God damn it. Yeah, fuck that. My manager's such a fucking dumbass. I'm so done. Deathberry, how's it going, man? Sorry, that was a great way to bring up everyone's mood. How's everyone doing? Asma, are you also done Circle of Inevitability or just Lord of the Mysteries? Curious. By the way, who is that? Asma, who's your profile pic? Is that Makima from Chainsaw Man? Who is that? Seer, thanks for popping by, man. First time here. Thanks so much for popping by. How you doing? Should just not work at all. What about what about her, Pushkar? What's your question? Should just not work at all. Yeah, I wish I could do that, except I like to do. I like to buy stuff. You guys only. Yes, Amnesiac. Wrong. How's it going, man? They only sent the one for the Sephora Castle. Romero didn't let Miller send anymore. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's all good. Good. Just finished reading Lord of the Mysteries yesterday. Oh shit, Seer, that's awesome, man. Yesterday, holy fuck. Pearl Jam Pom Pom, filter, pipe cleaner, feathers, fix. So I'm kind of in a fix, I'm kind of in a mess, I'm kind of in a jam, I'm kind of in a pickle. Let me cook! Let me cook! Let me fucking cook! Wait, Mr. Fool, you haven't finished the novel? What? How can you be named Mr. Fool and you haven't even finished Lord of the Mysteries? What? You're kidding. Hold on, I gotta turn on my fan, it's hot. Alright, there we go. You're at volume 8. Still not finished. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing, Mr. Fool. He is lore accurate bullshitting people. Very good. Very good. Yes. At this rate, you will finish Lord of the Mysteries before I finish volume 1. I feel like most people have been saying that after these, that like COI is like hard to get into, which I guess makes sense because like again, no spoilers here. Don't tell me anything about COI, but like I know there's a new protagonist, so like I'm sure that's like such a jarring change of pace to people because you're like, fuck, let me learn more about Klein. God damn it, I want my goat to be back. So I'm sure that's like really jarring. Filter, lighter, pipe cleaner, tamper for what? What are those things? How are they? How did pipes? Oh, okay. I have to be in studies these days. I haven't got much free time. I know. I'm just making it. I'm just shooting the shit. You're good. I couldn't get into it, but now I've started reading it and been enjoying it. Okay, well that's good. That's also part of the reason I want to take some time between Lord of the Mysteries and COI, because just to, you know, let that change of pace not be so jarring. Because I know two things about COI. I literally know two things, and those are that the new protagonist's name. I'm not gonna say it in case, you know, someone doesn't know, and I think he's of a different path. I don't know what pathway he's from, but I think he's from a different pathway. So, like, those two things will definitely be a jarring change of pace. Whittling. Why is really good? People just can't accept. Yeah. Took me a while before I began reading. Exactly, yeah. Feathers. Feathers? Pearls. Pom-pom. Manish, don't say that because we're gonna read ORV after as well. I know like a decent bit of the story of ORV. I'm not gonna, you know, a decent bit's probably not even fair. Like I know a bit of the story of COI or ORV, but not much. Sag. I'm excited. Except yeah, for the fact yeah. Sag. Pearl. Oh, you're talking about the live action. I have no idea about the live action. I don't do any live actions. Even the One Piece live action that I've heard really good things about, I still just can't watch. I can't bring myself to. Amnesiac. I did read a decent bit of the manhwa, but it's all good. I don't mind reading the web novel. So, Pearl P Pom Mothball of spherical objects. Yes. Thank you, Zaza. What down might mean? Wait, down? Feathers? What? Guzzle makes sense. Down, sag, down, willing. What is down feathers? Down syndrome? Sorry. Wow, my hair is so cooked. What? Wow, my hair. Milosh, I think we'll read to 11.99. We might read to 1200 even. But we'll see. Yes, Seer. We're on volume 6. Yes, Milosh. I know it's Romero's birthday. We already wished him. Last stream. Did you already have the exam or a test, Romero, or is that later? I got class tomorrow. I can't. I gotta rest. The fool would be disappointed. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Go to sleep. You're good. But yeah, all the same, happy birthday, Romero. I studied for that test for days and that bastard didn't. Wait, it's a good thing. What do you mean? It's a good thing. Okay. Upon hearing the captain's instructions, Nina pouted and pointed out the window. Are any of Frank's experiments not strange? Leia sighed. If there are any signs of danger, write to me immediately. As a mysticologist, she now had her own messenger. I've such a shitty lecture tomorrow. That sucks. You have to read to 1200 for 2 hours? The fuck? No, thank you. Alright, Nina puffed out her chest and said, if there's anything to blame, it's solely because I'm the most mature and reliable person on the ship. Having said that, she said curiously, Captain, what are you doing in Lone? What mission did you take on? Are you going to engage in some sabotage raids behind enemy lines? Nina was of Phasician descent, and she was considered half Intis. She had naturally some inclinations in the recent war, so therefore she guessed that her captain had established contact with Intis's intelligence department. You could say that, Leia replied. Merlin, how's it going, man? In a sense, Nina's guess wasn't wrong. She had indeed taken on a mission and was dealing damage in Lone's capital. But her target wasn't official, but a cultist. Furthermore, there's still a chance to meet the Queen. She probably still hasn't left Backland yet, and the earliest she'll leave is after the new year. Yet Leia suddenly felt a little excited. Wait, I just remembered this. Bernadette is sequence 3, right? Is that right? Ever since she left the Dawn, she really hadn't met Queen Mystic. She had only had letters to communicate with her, and despite not being on the same boat, they didn't communicate with each other for some reason. Nina didn't press further as she said, Captain, is there anything else? If not, we'll leave. Sequence 3. Dude, Klein is the same level as a King of the Seas. This should be obvious because, like, he's a fucking sequence 3 now, but it still feels wild that Klein is like now on the, like, Klein is now like part of the powerhouses. He's like, when I walk into a room, I am the one who knocks Skylar. Leia nodded, indicating that this future boatswain could leave her subordinates. Would you say a child is 1 when they're born? Well, no, they'd be considered like 0, no? You're just born. That's why you get like, you're a month old, you're 2 months old, whatever. Nagito, I didn't even say the series, bro. How do you know it's Breaking Bad? What's up? I didn't even say the series. Get fucked. Nina didn't, no. Leia nodded, indicating that this future boatswain could leave. Just as Nina held the candle and gently twisted it, Leia suddenly recalled something and shouted, Nina! Nina! Whose blonde hair was tied in a high ponytail, turned around. Don't drink, Leia emphasized. When I return to the ship, you'll be allowed to have your fill. Deal, Nina said. Oh, yeah, I know Korean. I don't know how Koreans do it, but I remember reading about it a while back. I don't remember it anymore, but it was, like, confusing. I was like, what the fuck? Leia thought about it for a moment. Apart from Frank, you have to take note of Heath's condition. Don't let him generate curiosity towards the unknown voices. And don't let him be exhausted. Also, pull Autolov out of his room frequently and control the frequency and times he interacts with mysticism knowledge. Also, I know. You don't think I know them all? Nina waved her hand. After the boatswain and her subordinates left the captain's cabin and closed the door, Leia cast her gaze out the window. After a few minutes, she took out a tarot card from the deck in her hand. It depicted a lonely old man. The Hermit card. Because I'm 2 weeks older than her. That's insane. Late at night, Backland, Empressboro. Audrey, who was wearing a silk nightgown, opened her eyes. She took a blue cloak and draped it over her body. Are you confident enough to name all the 22 pathways? Probably. She then got out of bed and walked to the full-body mirror in the room. Through the crimson moonlight shining through the curtains, she carefully observed herself. Her pair of emerald green eyes seemed to glow brightly. It was so clear that one could clearly see every detail. Audrey closed her eyes. By the time she opened them again, all the abnormalities had vanished. By the way, did you guys catch the title of the stream today? The corners of her mouth curled up bit by bit, and a small depression appeared on her face. Her eyes curved slightly as she silently praised herself. Audrey, you've come this far. She had finally digested the Dreamwalker potion. According to her confidence in herself and to her predictions, she had originally believed that it would take until February to digest the potion. But to her surprise, she had encountered many strange and different dreams recently. This includes many dreams within dreams, dreams that were a result of mental illness, lucid dreams, and dreams caused by the influence of evil spirits and wraiths, and the dreams of a few demigods. Hey, Romero, you do what you gotta do, okay? Don't judge her. Under normal circumstances, as a dreamwalker, Audrey could generally determine the creature's level when entering a dream. However, those demigods had hidden themselves very well. Only when she entered the dream did she realize something was amiss. Fortunately, she wasn't discovered at any time. She ended up accumulating a lot of experience, and she carefully began touring, traveling, observing, and analyzing in the demigod's dreams, allowing her to greatly digest her potion. The Wings of the Fool. That's the title I put today. I feel like Audrey and Alger that'd be a good title for them. Ramiro will obviously get the reference, or anyone who watches One Piece will get the reference. In addition, these special dreams gave her a completely different experience. After that, she attempted creating multiple dreams within dreams. Some attempted to hide behind the scenes in her dreams and guide them in an ingenious manner to develop and interfere with the subconscious in a reverse manner. She treated the mental illness of the owners or of the dreams, or the corruptions caused by the evil spirits or wraiths. Zoro, Alger, Sanji, Audrey? Maybe. Who's my favorite Terror Club member? It has to be the Little Sun Seer. Has to be the Little Sun. Oh, by the way, if you're new here, so that would be Seer and Asma. If you guys are new here, consider joining our Discord. Link in the description. To a certain extent, she had gone against the requirements of only observing, recording, and not making any interference. Yet this strangely accelerated the digestion of the potion. Did you watch episode 10? No, Nagito, I have not. Fuck. If you guys want, we order. Thanks for being a member. 2 months, man. Thank you so much. To a certain extent, she had undergone... No, I already read this. Holy fuck. This made her conclude a new principle. Is Audrey even here? I don't think I've seen him did he chat? I don't know. I don't recall him chatting today. If you really want to interfere, we played Mage Arena. Shit is hilarious. Oh, that's awesome. If you want to interfere, then be the mastermind, the conductor behind the scenes. It's so good that even if the goal succeeds, no one will notice it. Nightwalker. It's actually so cooked, dude. I threw out a number for an OnlyFans that I thought was fucking impossible, or that would take like years to get to. It's probably the automatic. Oh, maybe. Like, I threw out a number for the OF that I thought would take like an eternity to get to. It hadn't even been 2 months since I forgot. Oh shit, Arthur, how's it going, man? It hadn't even been 2 months since I fucking opened up memberships. Like Ramiro and like Arthur and all these guys, they're at 2 months, and Ramiro's my first ever member. It hasn't even been 2 months, and we got so fucking close for a moment to that number. That was insane. Oh my god. That was terrifying. This was something that Audrey had done very well. The few people with serious mental illnesses had accordingly recovered, and after having 5 or 6 strange dreams. and it was very normal for a dream to appear strange and incomprehensible. No, Kami, I think you're thinking of Dr. Z. To be able to digest the Dreamwalker potion so quickly, it's mainly the result of my good luck. Wait, Ramiro. You can't get... Wait, Romero, you can't get memberships either? Really? You missed Romero's Italian what? The fuck? What are you talking about? You need a VPN? Really? Is it because of your bank, or does Sri Lanka just not allow it? To be, Yes, I might even be caught by a demigod and thrown into Beyonder prison or killed. When did my luck become so good? It seems like after I started sacrificing the ice cream to that Fate Domains angel. Will Ossipton is like, damn, this is some good ice cream, Audrey. Take some good luck. Really? Audrey looked at her reflection and blinked her eyes. She quickly retracted her gaze, scanned her bedroom, and walked to the dressing table. What's the game again? A Mage Arena? Was finishing your last stream. Hope, how's it going, man? What's Dr. Z's message? What did I miss? What? Wait, hold on. Maybe because I'm in top chat. Hold on. So when are you gonna start paying your mods? Oh, I see. Trust me, Dr. Z. That is on the list. There's like a couple things that come before. Once I can hit like Once I can hit like a certain income threshold from YouTube, I can think about getting like someone to edit videos. Cause the problem is I'm really not good at editing videos. It takes me so much time to make like a 10-minute video. It's like the time is unfucking believable. I can write the scripts really easy because like I do that really well. Like writing, I don't mind at all. But like I just need someone to help me with the editing of the videos because I can't do, like, it takes me so much time. I just can't do that. So like once I can hit like a certain threshold from YouTube, I can get someone to help me do that, which will increase my income even further because then I can post way more videos. And once that happens, we're in for some really good stuff. We're in for like really cool stuff because then we can really start ramping this up. I think if I can like increase I think if I can double what my income from YouTube right now is, we could do I could get someone to edit videos. You're streaming at 3:30 for me? Oh, yeah, I know, Hope. Good thing is over the next 2 weeks or so, I will be streaming on I will be streaming around this time for most of the time, so that'll be nice. Mage Arena, right? Give me 1 second. Let me just buy it right now. I'll download it later. I'm not gonna try downloading it while I'm streaming because it's gonna fucking cook my internet. But I'll just buy it right now. Why don't you dual stream? Seer, I thought about it, but like, my shit is like, would it even do anything is my concern, you know what I mean? Like, Twitch is just so bad for visibility. I didn't even think it would work. Just laze around and stream all day, you hit the deadline? Yeah, I wish, bro. No, Tinab. No work today because I'm supposed to be working Saturday, but I won't be because I will quit on Thursday. Haha. I was very active K-pop. I've edited so many videos. Maybe if I review for a week, I can get back my lost skills. Aw. Sayura, long time no see, man. Yes, we're on, hold on. We're on volume 6. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just buying the game. Alright, I bought the game. I'll download it later. Didn't you? Yes, Hope, I did, but I got another job that pays better, slightly, and I get to work from home, so I was like, why not? Okay, I bought the game. I'll download it after stream, okay? And then whenever you guys want to play, let me know. Yeah. She quickly retracted her gaze, scanned her bedroom, and walked to the dressing table. In this economy? Not aged. Good. That sucks. Sitting on it was a deck of cards. In a room in the room of a girl who enjoyed mysticism, it was normal for her to have a deck of cards. Yes, Hope. In this economy, baby. You see, you fucking millennials and you Gen Zers, you Zoomers need to just get off your ass. If you stop buying those fucking avocado toasts, you too would have money. You know? True. Audrey stretched out her right hand and touched the card at the top with her fingertip. She took a deep breath and muttered to herself, the fighting at Amantha mountain range is getting more intense. Midseashire had already lost a part. It said that the defense of the Hornaces mountain range in Civilis County can't last until spring. If not for the fact that we've gained a significant advantage at sea, our connection with the southern continent's East Balam would have surely been severed. But more seriously, Hope, dude, I have for my age a ridiculous amount of experience. I've been working in banking for over 3 years now, and I'm not even and I'm 22. I have a crazy amount of experience for my job, and I had to apply. I think I've on LinkedIn. I think I've applied to fucking. I think I applied to over 100 jobs. And I got 3. I got 1 that was just dog shit. I was like, get the fuck out of here. 1 that I'm working on right now, and the 3rd one that I'll start in about 2 weeks. I'm watching 3 or 4 VODs a day. Jesus Christ. Alfred is still there. I wonder how this war will develop. Thankfully, I'm about to become a demigod. Mr. World has already given me the manipulator potion formula and main ingredient. The 7 drops of tears that were shed from intense human emotions have also been found during my dream recently. The tree mentor's golden leaves were obtained via trade with the little sun. I'm just short of the blood of an elderly mind dragon. I'll try to trade for it with the alchemists. Before Havin Rambus died, I was already the person in charge of a small discussion group. But will this reveal that Havin's death has something to do with me? Sayura, if you want to watch the Chernobyl incident, it's there's a video for it. So there's a video for it that has timestamps, so you can just watch that part if you want to. You can obviously watch the whole VOD as well, but or could I get Mr. World to summon the blood of an elderly mind dragon from history? This will last for 15 minutes. When I succeed in advancing, I'll converge my spirituality and complete the queuing. Its disappearance won't affect anything. After all, it's just a supplementary material. Can he do that? It won't cook her once it disappears from her bloodstream or whatever? Audrey, you learned how to fake things on something so important. After a self-deprecating comment, Audrey began to think about the kind of situation to use to complete the advancement ritual. Yes, I did, Pushkar, yep. The ritual required to drink the potion while in the midst of an emotional resonance generated during a special occasion with at least 10,000 people. And as her thoughts raced, Audrey came up with a preliminary idea. What's the goddess's winter gifts day? Hey there, how's it going, man? By the way, Romero, or someone, I can't remember, did someone say Zaza could also edit videos? As her thoughts raced, Audrey came up with her preliminary idea, the goddess's winter gifts day. But no matter how Zaza can edit, oh, okay. I'll reach out to him, see if he'd be interested. But no matter how large a mass is, it can't accommodate 10,000 people. The cathedral can't accommodate so many people. Yes, it's usually impossible. Well, Milos, we can try, right? We can try. No, Pushkar, just like I edited down the VOD a little bit. He does some work on Fiverr sometimes. Oh, okay. I can definitely talk to him about it. The ritual required one to drink the potion while in the midst of an emotional resonance. Nope, I already read that. As her thoughts raced, Audrey came up with a preliminary idea. Yeah, Nagito, we can do that sometime today after stream. I don't know when, but like sometime. But no matter how large a mass is, it can't accommodate 10,000 people. It's normally impossible. If there's a chance, I can donate a huge sum of money. I can suggest we do an extremely large mass in Memorial Square so as to placate the souls that passed away during the war. You can send the job application. Yeah. Oh, you are right. He did make the slander video. Oh, that's decent. That might actually be a thing. Slender video can be done with a time. Oh, maybe. In the most important square, the family members, relatives, and friends of the deceased are invited. You should make yes. Yeah. No, Pushkar. I'm gonna say. I don't know his skill level, but he did get paid for stuff. Okay. Yeah. No worries. The thing is, my videos normally even aren't that complicated. Like, I don't do like a ton of too busy editing on them. So, like, I mean, we can have a chat about it. Volume 5 video 1. I'm gonna work on the script after stream today, Dr. Z. I'm gonna try to have it up in the next 2 or 3 days. No promises, but that's the hope. Because I want to have it out before I finish Volume 6. The emotions that resonate will affect the others participating in the mass. After calmly analyzing the situation, Audrey suddenly bowed her head and looked at the mirror on the dressing table. She saw that the faint smile on her face had disappeared, leaving behind only a calmness and sadness. She stared at herself, her lips curling up as she whispered, "Audrey, you've become despicable." Aw, not. Oh, thank you, Seer. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear, man. Those videos take so fucking... Like, I enjoy doing them so much, but damn, they take so fucking long. Nagito, I have the script done. Now I just have to find it in my heart and soul to fucking make the video. Just... fun. How long would the Volume 6 video be based on just... At this point, we'd probably, like, I mean, if I just made it up until now, probably like 5 or 6 minutes. Well, I think we're about halfway through, so that would line up at like 10 or 15 minutes for the entire video, which is about where most of them are, so that should be fine. Backland, Hillston Borough. You finished digesting your scribe potion? Gio asked. Yes, Forrest nodded. Do you know what kind of life I've been enduring recently? As she was forced to travel to 6 places consecutively, she had experienced, admire, and record the sights day and night. In addition, she would be pulled above the Great Fog, recording all kinds of strange powers. Seer, that's actually not a bad idea. If someone has, sorry, I'm gonna crowdsource some of my research. I'm gonna be annoying. If someone has like a really cool chapter that they think is like worth a video, let me know. Like toss it in here, toss it in the Discord or whatever. I'm happy to take a look, see if I can do something like that. 207 for Dunsmith. Okay, hold on. I gotta write these down. Hold on. So wait, 627. Hold on. Isn't 627 the fucking the Admiral one? Fuck off, Merlin. Fuck off. Godzilla 0. I don't know. Gio answered. I don't know. I know you don't know, Forrest took a deep breath. What about you? How have you been recently? Not too bad. It was arranged for me to preside over a paranormal court, and I had some thoughts about the acting principles. The speed at which the potion is digesting has increased, Gio acknowledged. 1166 for Chernobyl. That's good. 1166 Chernobyl. 1008. I can't remember. What's that one where, like, is that the Admiral one? I can't remember. Is 627, is that the Admiral one where is the one where, like, or is it at the end of a volume? I can't remember. When Klein is sitting there and he's like, I'm a brother. I'm like a person who is, I'm like a person who's lost in another world. I can't remember. Like, it was like a beautiful symphony of Klein talking about himself. I can't remember. Of Klein talking about himself and like who he's become, and like, is that 627? Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Shit. Okay, fine. Maybe for Klein. Maybe. Because that shit is cancerous. Really bad. Okay. I find it hard to imagine you were wearing a judge's robe and sitting at the tribunal seat to judge, Ford sighed. Are you trying to say that the prisoners and lawyers won't be able to see me? Gio added. Forrest laughed. I'll need to have some rest to prepare for my advancement. Don't you need to go deep into the spirit world? Do you have a way? Gio asked. Yeah. That person asked me to summon his messenger. I feel like you should make it, after finishing Lord of the Mysteries? Maybe. The End of Trissy. The End of Trissy. That might actually be a good one to talk about how, like, she was a bad do you think 1191 with the outcome monologue? Which one is that one, Seer? What about a prediction video for what's... Nah, I don't do prediction videos, Nagato. I don't have that in me. Oh, 210 and 945. Oh, those ones will have to be like a one video, but that's actually pretty good too. 210, 945. I don't think so, Pushkar. What is that? Bors nodded. That person asked me to summon his messenger. Bro, okay, we need to stop. We finished one chapter. I've been streaming for half an hour. This is so cooked. I'm gonna be here forever. Hold on. For a theory and gamble result? Yes. I have a ton of those afterlays, but I need to, oh man, I need to find that 45 million, coin flip for, Evernight being confirmed as a, oh my god, as a transmigrator. She's a transmigrator. I know you guys are gonna say, oh, actually, there's a confirmation. Shut the fuck up. You're lying to me. Wait, really, Pushkar? Is that on Twitter? Where's that? What's a short video? Like, does it have to be like shorts, or like, can my volume 1 video count? God, I love that video. Yes, but don't check. What the fuck do you mean don't check it? Oh, spoilers. I see. Summon his messenger. As judgment of the Tarot Club, Gio understood what a messenger was. Before she could ask for any more details, she saw Forrest walk towards the bedroom. She said, "Let me sleep for a while. We can talk later." It hasn't been spoiler checked yet? I see. Okay, no problem. Zaza, how's it going, man? She slept all the way till the next morning, waking up thanks to the aroma of meat. Desi pie? Forrest rubbed her eyes as she walked out of the room. Yes, Gio came out of the bathroom, the one from the corner of the street. It's not bad. Forrest enthusiastically acknowledged and sat beside the dining table. She quickly picked up the desi pie and stuffed it into her mouth. After finishing one, she drank a mouthful of sweet iced tea and sighed in satisfaction. You're gonna go, Varshan? Alright. Oh, you have, wait, what is CLG? I don't know. Good. Okay. Even to 6 didn't get 100 each? Oh, that's not bad. After seeing she was done, she regained her ability to think. She looked at Gio and asked, "Did MI9 not have any suspicions about how you secretly became a judge?" "They thought it was the remuneration that motivated me back then," Gio informed her. "That's true. Let them ask the church." Lone Wolf, how's it going, man? Zaza, if you'd be interested, what I can do is, like, we can, if you want later, we can have a chat about it if you're interested. I mean, I would have to kind of see like how the videos look and stuff, but like we can definitely have a chat. And obviously, like, I can't pay too much at the moment. I want to be super clear, but we can definitely have a chat. Forrest stroked her hair and said with a smile, "That's true, let them ask the church." She yawned. "I'm gonna go summon that messenger." After this period of recording, the way she addressed Klein had changed from Gehrman to Mr. World to that person. Oh, I guess to her, he's now, since he's now like a demigod. She's like, she's like, I can't even say his name. Just pop by. Oh, okay, sounds good, Lone Wolf Man. After this period of recording, the way she addressed Klein had... Nope, already read that. On the one hand, it was a form of respect, and on the other, she was afraid. Upon hearing her friend's words, Gio looked around and asked, aren't you going to set up the ritual? She remembered that summoning a messenger required a ritual. That's only one of the methods. The person that got me used to another method. That person got me used to another method. Forrest glanced at her clothes and realized that her clothes were all wrinkled. Upon realizing that she would be meeting the messenger later, she decided to pay attention to her image. She returned to her bedroom and changed. After preparing herself, she raised her right hand in front of Gio and grabbed at it as if she wanted to pull something out of thin air. In her eyes, an illusory book took form. In the next second, her arm sank and a figure emerged from the void. It was Gehrman. I succeeded? This is just my second attempt. I only tried it once yesterday and failed. Alright, sounds good, Nagato. Forrest's eyes widened as though they wanted to take in more light. She knew that this was the historical void projection she had summoned, so she wasn't too nervous. Instead, she held her breath and looked at Gehrman's projection. She still remembered the combat achievements of this lunatic. Forrest actually summoned Gehrman? Shouldn't it be his messenger? Would Gehrman still be able to summon something? Gio thought. Just as Forrest was unsure of what to do, Gehrman's eyes darted around as his gaze instantly turned focused. Following that, he took out an exquisite harmonica and blew it. No sound came out, but the surroundings turned cold. Dude, Gehrman's win-loss record is crazy. This motherfucker has like... His KD ratio is like 50 to 1 at the moment. He's crazy. The one being the one lost from Amon. We gotta give him that one. Then a woman dressed in dark, complicated dress walked out with blonde hair and 4 heads in her hands. Gehrman nodded slightly and pointed at Forrest. This lady needs to set up 4 special coordinates deep in the spirit world. Please help her. Alright. Gehrman didn't speak further. As he approached the window, he made the glove on his left hand become transparent. He then disappeared as he teleported out of the house. Alright, good night, Zaza. He left just like that? The historical void projection I summoned left just like that? Or stared at her. According to her understanding, the thing she summoned should be under her control. How could it just leave? Would Forrest write Gehrman's fanfic if she was paid? Afterly, she would write it for free, bro. She would just use it. She would just do it for herself. What are you talking about? King of Angels from a neighboring pathway. It's very reasonable. I'm not saying it's not reasonable. I'm just saying, like, that's a loss. Okay, we gotta give him that. I'll probably go, alright, sounds good, Pushkar. You have a good night, man. According to her understanding, the thing she summoned must be under... Nope, could it be that the historical void projection that has the same personality as the real one? No, if the real Gehrman had descended. Forrest glanced at Geo and realized she was as confused as she was. At that moment, Forrest shivered. She subconsciously turned her head and realized that Gehrman's messenger was looking at her. As terrifying as Gehrman. Forrest smiled and said, I'm sorry to trouble you. At that moment, Raynette Heinker spoke. Need to pay 800 gold coins. After a few seconds, her thoughts became active as she began thinking. After loaning 2,400 pounds to Geo, I still have 780. My expenses recently have been high, but the royalties from the past novels are still being credited. Adding my other income and the 300 pounds Geo gave me, I have 1,285. That's enough. Forrest immediately remembered, but she discovered a problem. Gold coins? All of them? Yes, you can owe. As expected, all of them need to be gold coins. I remember that Mr. World has been trying to gather gold coins for quite some time to pay his messenger. The relationship between him and his messenger is so complicated. I'll try to exchange 800 gold coins from the world later. Forrest heaved a sigh of relief and said, okay. After agreeing, Forrest saw the headless messenger raise one of the heads in her hand and bite down on the clothes near her shoulder. The surrounding colors became saturated and brighter. The reds became redder and the black blacker. In such a manner, Forrest was led by Raynette Heinker through similar scenes that she had no way of getting her bearings. In the depths of the fog, one eye after another seemed to look over, but they quickly shrank back. Employee extorting? It's not extorting, she's just saying like, hey, fair pay, okay? Like, I'm doing I mean, in fairness, 800 gold coins does seem high, and I still don't know what this lady wants all these gold fucking coins for. Unless she's trying to do some... I'm trying to think, and like maybe she's trying to do the same thing old Neil was trying to do. Maybe she's trying to build like an alchemical body for herself or something. When Forrest summoned Gehrman's projection, he immediately entered the fog of history and dashed all the way to a period before the first epoch. His consciousness came alive within the projection. This way, Klein had indirectly returned to Backland. This was also the reason why he had gotten Miss Magician to use such a complicated method to summon the messenger. As for the messenger, summoned by the adventurer Harmonica, it was an independent existence. It didn't increase the burden on Forrest's spirituality. Even if the void projection vanished, Raynette Heinker could still remain in the real world. You think the wardrobe from Sharon and Merrick, they have to maintain the fit? True, that's actually a great point. Dude, it's actually... I have a feeling Dr. Z's trying to set up some like Pavlovian response with me, where like anytime I say a thing she doesn't like, she hits me with like such a sternly worded response that like I like subconsciously crave her approval, and like when I say a good thing, she hits me with like she's like, very good, that was great, good job, you exceeded my expectations. Like she's actually trying to fucking set up a Pavlovian response. It's fucking insane. During the process, although there were still a few pedestrians in the alley, they were affected by the illusion. Wait, what? Where did I go? After a teleportation, Klein's figure appeared in a secluded alley near the cathedral. He then used his faceless powers to change his appearance. During this process, although there were few pedestrians in the alley, they were affected by an illusion. They didn't notice the sudden companion appearing in front of them. Be petty and do the opposite of everything she says. The problem is she has the right of response, right? Like I say a thing and then she just gets to respond to it. So I can't do the opposite. After taking off his hat and chanting the honorific name, he sincerely drew a crimson moon on his chest and clasped his hands together and prayed to the Evernight goddess. I'm currently searching for the traces of the dark demonic wolf's past to grasp his condition. At this point, he recalled that the dark demonic wolf might have been a former colleague of the goddess. They likely knew plenty about each other. I wonder if you can give me some hints, Klein asked. Just start praising Leodero? The chat reflects the streamer, so good. Fuck you, after Lise. There's no dark inspiration behind my praise or approval. Uh-huh. He didn't wait for a response. Instead, he maintained a calm attitude and continued. After this battle is completed, I plan on heading all the way east to see if I can reach the western continent and see what the state of the place is in. I'll take this opportunity to escape Amon's pursuits and find other possibilities. Praise the lady. Did this motherfucker just say he's gonna head all the way east to find the western continent? Oh, I guess if you're trying to go from North America to China, east is probably faster. Yes, I know it's a globe, Ramiro. Thank you, fuck. You guys are so mean. Just as he finished speaking, a dark sky appeared in front of him. With information regarding the dark demonic wolf, Kotar. Klein was stunned. Only when the starry skies before him disappeared did he return to his senses. After leaving the cathedral, he used creeping hunger to teleport to arrive near the Wind Cathedral. He wanted to pray to the Lord of Storm. Bro, how are you so blasphemous? City of Silvers in Western Europe? But then he would run into North America. Wouldn't he run into Faceac? Because Faceac would be Canada, I think, right? It's so confusing. He looked up towards the towering steeple and felt some hesitation. He wasn't sure if he should enter the headquarters of the Church of Lord of Storm. I'm just a historical void projection. There's nothing to be afraid of. I won't suffer any losses. But what if the Lord of Storm hears about Amon's situation and decides to bestow 032? That way I won't have to risk hunting the wolf. A person should always be hopeful. Klein thinks Leodero is going to be like, my go, love you, bro. Here, take a grade 0 sealed artifact. You're chilling. You're out of your fucking mind. Arder, that's so mean, bro. He carefully raised his hand and summoned Inuni, the one who had yet to be parasitized by Amon, from the historical void to walk into the cathedral in his own form. A minute or two later, a dark cloud appeared above Backland. There seemed to be flashes of lightning in the cathedral, but no one noticed it. Leodero did help. This is true. This is true. Winter gift stay. Well, let's hope Klein gets a gift then. You know, you were near the... Audrey, that was a... Okay, okay. I'm asking... Okay. I'm asking a fair question. Nagato, yes, I'm slow. We're talking so much today. What are you talking about? As soon as the dark clouds in the sky dispersed, everything in the cathedral turned to normal. Klein mumbled, "If you don't want to give it to me, so be it. Why did you have to kill my marionette?" He took a deep breath before his figure vanished and disappeared. The time limit for maintaining the historical void projection was almost over. After all, a scribe's imitation of a high-level power had significant differences from the original. The burden of a Sequence 6 summoning a Sequence 3 was heavy. Even a scholar of yore could only transfer his consciousness for a time. Is Leodero the biggest tweaker? In the outskirts of Backland, downstream the Tussock River, Leonard hid his red glove and slowly walked towards a certain spot as Palaz Zoroast's voice rang out. "How's your former colleague doing recently?" Thinking back to the conversation at the Tarot Club, Leonard said he just avoided a trap set up by Amon's avatar. He's searching for the truth in the forsaken land of the gods. It was more like a night stream from... I know, right? After listening to what he had to say, Palaz didn't say another word and allowed Leonard to proceed forward. After setting up the special conditions, Force was thrown back into the real world by Raynette Heinker. I feel exhausted, but I just woke up. That high sequence Beyonder's powers are so draining. Force yawned. That's possible, Gio agreed with her friend. She could, her intuition told her that Gehrman's projection that had been summoned definitely wasn't simple. It could even be equivalent to a saint. After some hesitation, Gio said, "Sleep a little longer. Don't attempt to advance in such a state. In one of my previous trials, the murderer was mentally psychotic. He would deliberately make his friends and his students and the tramps he took in consume potions with all kind of negative effects, watch them lose control, and mutate." What was his goal? Forrest asked. 2 goals. 1, to observe whether the same potion caused the same loss of control. The other, to use oil paintings to record the scenes. He believed that the madness, pain, and distortion had an unparalleled beauty. He was a fucking lunatic. Eric, how's it going, man? That fellow should be executed, Forrest said. Was he a cultist? Maybe, but there's no clues. On the surface, he appeared to be an outstanding artist and is very famous internationally. If it wasn't for more than 5 of his students and friends who had disappeared over the past few years, attracting our attention, then he might have waited until he completely went mad and lost control, becoming a monster, before this matter would be discovered. Back then, everyone in the law enforcement team that opened his hidden basement vomited. Jesus Christ. Fucking... the Bay Harbor Butcher over here. Psych. Bay Harbor Butcher's goated. A hateful fellow, but also a very attractive story, Forrest thought. Was he a devil? No. He's a psychiatrist, Gio said. You sentenced him to death? His defense lawyer convinced me that he's more suited... no. His defense lawyer convinced me that he's more suited to be a sealed artifact researcher. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Romero. God damn it. There's a lawyer? You have lawyers at a paranormal court? There are some Beyonders from the lawyer pathway among us who need to act, right? Of course, they don't know that they're acting. Ha, clever. Alright, I'm gonna sleep for a while. Don't you have some work? We can take some days off, Gio said. Bro, what a good job, eh? He's just like, I don't want to go into work today. I'm not even gonna... Because I know who you're talking about, Romero. You're talking about, Lila? Lila? Was that the name? Yeah. Like... yes, Hope, I did see that. Oh, that is clever, Dr. Z. Yes, thank you. She is not best girl. Best girl is the... like season 6 or something? The blonde-haired girl, I can't remember. Wife Rita? Nah, Rita was definitely not best girl. Um, Forrest didn't ask further as she walked to the fireplace and collapsed behind it. After about 2 or 3 hours, she woke up and cogitated. Following that, she found the traveler characteristic and supplementary ingredients given to her by her teacher. The potion's color was white but transparent. It was like half-melted snow water. Romero, in fairness, Rita's not... I mean, Rita's a little annoying, yes, but like... Yes, Hannah McKay's here. No, not Hannah McKay. No, not Hannah McKay. Hannah's the... Oh, yes, no, yeah, Hannah. Yep. That's it, sorry. Fourth, advancing to fifth. Yeah, hell yeah. Forrest held the potion and glanced at her friend who was by her side and smiled. If I lose control, don't hesitate. Just take my head off. I'm just starting season 6 of Dexter. Oh shit, nice, Manish. I would recommend watch Dexter Original Sin, and then watch Resurrections. I would just avoid the New Blood. That was not great. Forrest held the potion. No, already said no. Pray first. There might still be a chance to save me. Gio nodded. Maintain this state. Gio then raised the bottle and gulped it down. In the blink of an eye, she felt her body and eyes light up. I couldn't get through season 3 after what happened to me. Fuck you. Forrest's consciousness couldn't help but enter one of them. In such a chaotic state, Forrest nearly couldn't regain her self-awareness. Thankfully, she had her fair share of being tormented recently. Furthermore, from time to time, she could feel the 4 special coordinates, so she came back to her senses. Have one. After an unknown period of time, she realized that she had already entered the depths of the spirit world. It was difficult to tell her exact situation and couldn't find her way back. With the help of the coordinates, she slowly traversed back to a familiar spot, leaving the saturated stacked colors and the thin fog before walking out of the spirit world. This is amazing! This is where I wanted Forrest to get to for the longest time. Now we have a backup traveler characteristic. If we ever need to, we just teleport over to her, we kill her, and then bang, we're chilling. This is great. The 4 special coordinates weren't only used to help me find a way back. The 4 special coordinates weren't only used to help me find a way back, they also helped me maintain special awareness. Teacher is only a sequence 7, so without any actual experience, it's inevitable for him to miss out such knowledge. I'm a traveler, Forrest thought as she cast her gaze at her friend. Gio heaved a sigh of relief. What new powers did you get? The main one is teleportation, but also invisible hand. In addition, a number of demigod level powers I can record have increased to 4. That effect should be close to that of a sequence 4. Klein can take a creeping hunker from history. No, Audrey, yeah, but that's like fake. You know, we don't deal with. That's just like. That's like wearing fake Jordans. Like you can, but why? When you have the real thing available, why? It was a person with a scepter in his right hand that, wait. She then raised her hand and pulled out a tarot card. It was a person with a scepter in his right hand. His left hand pointed to the earth. In front of him were people like the Holy Grail, a scepter, a sword, and star coins. The Magician card. Everyone's longest night was the birth of the goddess. Every year's longest night was the birth of the Evernight goddess. Commonly known as Winter Gifts Day. He's yeah. On this day, One Piece fan. Okay, I refuse to believe that any One Piece fan can read Lord of the Mysteries and say like, oh, it's trash because there's not enough fights. You're then at that point, I don't even know if you get the point of One Piece. Like, I don't even... You think One Piece is good because of Gear 5? Or like... Do you think that's it? Like, what? We have a national celebration on that night too? The longest night... That's Christmas, right? Because that's the winter solstice. Longest night. Oh, December 21st, I see. Yes. Grand Sector, it does. Tinyorn! I don't think I've seen you here before. Thanks for being a member, dude. How you doing? Are you in chat right now? I don't actually know. Gear 5 literally... And... I don't think he's here. He's probably just watching, he's probably watching a VOD right now. Alright. That's the same last name that Tinub has. Less fights than One Piece? I mean, yeah, less fights, sure. Probably. Yeah, no problem. So, like, what is your ratio? Like, you need a fight every 6 chapters? What's the... Like when Luffy got to Egghead and there was like a lot of less fights than AOT? Less fights than AOT? I don't think so. I don't even think that's true. AOT fight... If you think there's an AOT fight in every chapter, you're just... I don't... That's not true at all. What? What are we talking about? What? Every year's longest AOT fight. Yeah, fight in every season. Has there not been a fight in the what is your... How many fights have there been? Okay, hold on. Grand Sector, are you reading the... Have you tried reading the novel, or are you just watching the fucking donghua? Okay. Okay, Arthur, let's not go that far, okay? Okay, let's not go that far. AOT is pretty good. Come on. I love how Milos is using more and more like obscure donghua. Okay, how many fights have there been? There was a fight in episode 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. I haven't watched 10 yet. Has there not been a fight at least every other episode? On average? What are we talking about? What? Episode 2 at Leonard... Oh, episode 2 at Leonard's fight. Yes, thank you. On this day, all believers of the Evernight Goddess would head to a nearby cathedral to witness the sunset. When night fell, they would participate in mass and enjoy a holy meal, listen to the hymns, and do all sorts of activities. The year 1350 for Lone's believers was a heavy year. The intents of the war and the cost of the items had made them lose the good mood they had recently. However, on Winter Gifts Day, they still came out of their houses. This was because the Church of the Evernight was still going to hold a massive mass in the various large public squares to placate the souls that passed away. Milos, calm down. At the same time, many foundations would distribute food vouchers at the mass. People who received them would be able to obtain the corresponding items at any of the relief points of the cathedral. This led to Storm and Steam believers who didn't celebrate Winter's Gifts Day to head to the nearest square. Westboro Memorial Square, where George III was blasted to death. I love that. I guess this was the audience. Stop. Place him in a state of concealment. Dressed in a black coat while walking her golden retriever Susie with a leather bag on her back, Audrey walked amongst the nobles looking refined. Her expression didn't seem abnormal. She obtained the blood of an elderly mind dragon. After concocting the potion, she placed it in the small bag Susie was carrying. Susie was a Sequence 6 hypnotist. She believed not many people present would notice her abnormality and snatch things from her. The blood of the elderly mind dragon came from Cat Leia. She apparently obtained it from Queen Mystic and paid 3,000 pounds from it. This was in line with her expectations, as she didn't want to obtain the ingredient from the alchemists. After all, her direct superior had only died a few months ago. To collect items needed for an advancement made it inevitable for people to suspect her. Besides, after becoming a demigod, one has to come into contact with the alchemist's counselor. According to Mr. World, there must be an angel of the mind dragon hidden amongst them. I'll continue making preparations. With a suitable opportunity and excuse, I'll raise my position in the organization. Hide my strength for now. All along the way, many nobles extended their hands to her in a friendly manner, hoping to help this beautiful noble lady. However, they were all blocked by the Earl. He got his eldest son, Hibbert, to be in charge of his youngest daughter. Not long after their family arrived at the destination, the Church of the Evernight... Evernights Bishop of the Backland Diocese, St. Anthony Stevenson, walked up to a high platform. "Praise the Lady," he said. When the believers responded, the saint's deep voice could be heard by everyone. Today is the celebration of the night, but the goddess's response is pity. She takes pity on every mother who has lost her child, on every lonely child, and she takes pity on everyone who has suffered the pain. She said that all of this will end, all the suffering will return to silence and repose. He hid in the fog of history. Mr. Loki, how's it going? Sounds good, Mr. Loki. By the way, quick question: when you guys are like watching from the when you guys are like watching like a past version, like if you're like Mr. Loki pops in, he's gonna go watch the past. Does he see the current chat, or does he see the chat that it was at the time? Current chat? Okay. Obviously, the chat is on screen, so on that, he would see that on the past one. Okay. Okay. Only Twitch has chat synced? Really? That's so dumb. I feel like it can't be that hard to do it. Current chat past... Okay, perfect. Okay. As Anthony Stevens' words echoed on Memorial Square, it spread to other areas. The lone citizens who were participated... Oh, good lord. Who had participated in the chat... in the mass, were moved and sad. In a different square, choirs began to chant the hymns. Full-faced above the land stood the crimson moon, and sweet it was to dream of themselves, of wife, of child, and parents, but evermore. Unknowingly, everyone felt their spirits being cleansed and their spirituality released. They seemed to have entered a dream. Their children were sleeping there. Their parents, their wives, their husbands, their friends, and the deceased were no longer suffering. We look upwards into the night sky. We tenderly say her name, the Evernight Goddess. If she heard us, she would surely agree, smiling with purity at the dead. Come rest and sleep well, my children. The people who were strolling in the dream felt awash with intense sorrow yet again. The Evernight Mommy. They recalled all the beautiful memories of the past. The light novel historian put out another video? Can I watch his videos now? There's no fucking chance he's still spoiling me, right? That'd be insane. Come on. What do you mean? COI spoilers. What is this fucking video on? What is this fucking video on? The strongest organism. You're taking the piss. Okay, cool. I will say his channel has... I feel like he's almost doubled in subs. Am I crazy? Hey, good for him. I'm not opening anything. I'm just looking at his channel. Relax, relax, relax. Yeah, good for him. Good for him. They recalled all the beautiful memories of the past. They recalled the scenes of their family enjoying delicacies and having fun at the table. Do you think End of Series Tarot Club would surpass the Rose Redemption? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. Rose Redemption has like 3 gods. Am I crazy? Like, that's insane. And Kings of Angels. I feel like Klein would be really carrying the Tarot Club on his shoulders. Like, he'll have, hopefully by end of the series, Klein, or sorry, not Klein, Alger, Audrey, and Cat Leia, I think, could probably be like angels or something. Maybe. Maybe that's pushing it. But like, to say it would rival Rose Redemption feels crazy to me. It feels nuts. I mean, you mean end of... I'm gonna say end of COI, because I don't see the whole story not a book. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Even then, I don't think it. I don't think by the end of Lord of the Mysteries they become angels. That feels crazy. They were sleeping peacefully in the serene nation, no longer having any worries. However, the people who had survived had to suffer the days and nights. One teardrop after another flowed. The people participating in the mass could no longer suppress their emotions as they released the pain they had accumulated. A huge wave of sadness filled the air, mixed with the chanting of the choir. Cross your hands humbly over your breast and make the silent prayer and shout from the bottom of your heart. The only escape is tranquility. The people who were sobbing silently closed their eyes. They shouted in their hearts, the only escape is tranquility. At this moment, Audrey opened her eyes and bent down, took out a bottle from the pouch that Susie was carrying. There were countless points of light floating in the potion, just like the manifestation of the sea of collective subconscious. He takes a spoiler warning. He takes the term spoiler warning in the wrong order. Oh, I see. Dude, I had a guy comment on the volume 1 ending video. So in that video, like 45 seconds in, I have like a thing where like, hey, if you have not read Lord of the Mysteries, spoiler ending until the end of volume 1. And the guy's like, hey, wow, I can't believe you would spoil stuff that hasn't been shown in the donghua yet. I was like, the video came out before the donghua did, dude. How do you, what? And he was like, oh, well, I guess that's kind of my fault, but I still wish you gave a spoiler warning. And I was like, there's a spoiler warning at 45 seconds. And he's like, oh, well, maybe some of the fault is with me, but you should still be careful. I was like, I don't, what? Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't even fucking... I was at a loss for, like, what to say. I was like, I don't even... My bad? I guess? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Uh, sorry. Oh, cool. Okay. There were countless points of light floating in the potion, just like the manifestation of the Sea of Collective Subconscious. Audrey didn't hesitate. Under such circumstances, she removed the bottle cap and gulped the potion. Unlike in the past, where she could experience the potion slush through her throat into her stomach, she felt abnormal immediately. She felt that she could no longer sense her body. Her entire being seemed to have condensed into an idea, as she merged into the illusory ocean around her. What the fuck? Excuse me? This was her first time directly seeing the Sea of Collective Subconscious without passing through the dream world, as though she had returned to her mother's embrace before she was born. It was fear, madness, and all kinds of terrifying mental corruption. For a moment, Audrey found it difficult to resist. Her consciousness faded, and her body shook. But the sea around her wasn't serene. There was a certain degree of undulations. Under the influence, the self-aware Audrey, who was about to be assimilated, began to resonate, generating uncontrollable feelings of grief. What's your top 5 frauds in Lord of the Mysteries? Top 5 frauds. Top 5 frauds. Admiral of Hell, Blood Seigneur, no. No. Who's the fucking guy that Azek met and the guy immediately shit himself? Like, Azek and Klein went over there. The Sequence 5, I can't remember his name. Fuck. Oh, shit. That fucking guy. Admiral Hal Ludwell. Oh, God, yeah. That guy. Dude. Fucking Admiral of the Seas. This, that. I'm so powerful. If Klein had enough time, he would have beat his ass as a Sequence 6. And then we get to actually see him, and he just immediately shits himself, kills himself immediately, because Azek told him to. Goated. He isn't a fraud. What would you do if a fucking angel lands on your ship? Fight, bro. What are you gonna do? Just immediately shit yourself? God, get it together. The grief spread from one thought to another. Oh, good lord, I am so sorry. Oh, that was probably loud as fuck. I apologize. Good lord. The grief spread from one thought to another. Soon, it filled the blob of thought that Audrey had mutated into. It pierced through her soul body and pierced her soul. Like 2 one-shot attack. Thank you, Livian. Okay. Audrey find that's another one. You're the type of man who would try to fight against an incoming nuke. What is the alternative, Amnesia? You go, let me just hug my family. You didn't say bless you? What are you talking about? Adam, when did you say bless you? Whoa, am I crazy? Oh, I see. Oh, yes, you did. I see. You said it in French. That doesn't count. Under the influence, the grief spread from one thought to another. Soon, it filled the blob of thought that Audrey had mutated into. I'll get at him. Audrey finally regained a little of her senses. She skillfully placated herself, constantly removing cues to the corruption. The voices in her head became clearer and louder, finally reverberating through the sea. You either die a bit. The only escape is tranquility. Audrey repeated the prayer. With a mere thought, she split herself into many illusory bodies, traveling through the sea of collective subconscious, and placed the mind island that represented different people. In these places, she could clearly see the sadness coming from different people. You said one of the top 5. Alright, we'll put Rosego as a second one. Let me think. I need to... Who are other frauds? Anderson, definitely number 3. The bombshell that came from the sky, the airship that made up a fleet, the letters spelling bad news sent out from the front lines, blood and flesh splattering in front of them, and the person who they loved suddenly collapsing in front of them. The only escape is tranquility. The golden retriever Susie shut her eyes en masse. She used the human language to recite those words in her heart, but failed to notice any changes. Suddenly, in her soul body, Audrey's voice sounded. Susie, I've succeeded. I've always been worried that I'll become more and more indifferent as my sequence increases, that I'll be more and more like a mythical creature and less like a human. George III is a huge fraud that I could based. 4. Susie raised her head in confusion as she saw Audrey's eyes were tightly shut. Tears covering down her face, or streaming down her face. She then heard Audrey's voice in her heart. Thankfully, I can still feel their sorrow. How nice. My boy Anderson doesn't belong there? You're right, he doesn't deserve to be number 3. Number 1, based. Biggest fraud. Fuck him. Why am I so mean to him? I don't actually know. I don't know. At this moment, the sun's final rays were swallowed. The night brought about tranquility. Everyone opened their eyes and said, the only escape is tranquility. Anderson is not a fraud? Says who? Who decided that? After crying without restraint, the bright, cheerful Audrey's mood became heavy. She became a little sensitive and a little sad. Under all kinds of protection, she returned to the Empress Burrow. Only then did she have a chance to examine herself and digest the knowledge and experience she had gained. Others might not be able to tell, but Audrey knew very well that the tall, blonde-haired, green-eyed beauty in the mirror already possessed extraordinary strength and exaggerated dragon scales. I can still use dragon transformation. It's equivalent to an incomplete mythical creature form, but I have to wait until I get used to the potion and keep stacking up the correct psychological cues. Oh, that's right. The spectator is the one pathway that can use a mythical creature form at Saints because they can placate themselves, eh? You said George III is a loser first. What changed your mind? I still said he's a loser. What do you mean? Audrey is a dragon girl? True. Every dragon transformation can't exceed a certain amount of time. Otherwise, even if I have the means to treat my mind and soul, I'll be contaminated by madness and confusion. The core powers of a manipulator is manipulation. I can allow the body of heart and mind pass through the sea of collective subconscious and enter another person's mind island. Matching manipulation is virtual persona. I can create many personas, allowing them to have the corresponding body of heart and mind. This is what Klein does. And this aspect can resist a lot of influence in the mind domain. And on the other hand, it can allow them to use them to silently invade the target's mind island without any signs. I currently can only have 13 virtual personas. Virtual personas. I feel like virtual is also a term that wouldn't exist in this world. Did the ancient sun god also make up the spectator pathway to a degree? Because virtual wouldn't be a term that exists here, no? A manipulator can also create a terrifying mental plague. By using the sea of collective subconscious, I can spread all kinds of mental illnesses. Yes, awe has turned into mind deprivation, a huge AoE. I can also transform my designated thoughts into a mind storm sweeping the surroundings. Romero is abusing his powers. Alright, Romero. Alright, enough. If someone wants to slander the true creator, that is their God-given right. As a manipulator, it naturally comes with the ability to travel the sea of collective subconscious called consciousness stroll. Otherwise, my target would have long left by the time I arrived at a location. She then puffed up her cheeks and opened her mouth as though she was about to say something. Since her mythical creature was a mind dragon, she definitely had to have some sort of dragon's breath. This was an attack that could simulate and harm the target's body of heart and mind and soul body. An upgraded version of psychic piercing. Following that, Audrey's eyes turned slightly. She looked away. This is what it means to be a demigod. These powers make me feel even more afraid. How powerful is Mr. World for him to kill Havin Rambus? Very powerful. In the ancient palace, as the participants of the hunting operation made their preparations, they began to discuss details in a private gathering. A manipulator is that terrifying? Miss Magician asked. Just now, Audrey had mentioned the changes she had undergone after becoming a demigod. Although she didn't elaborate to protect her trump cards, it still left the Magician, the Hermit, the Judgment, and the Star in shock. Actually, it's not that terrifying. Mr. World knows it very well. Gearman nodded. I also had powerful helpers before I could kill Havin Rambus. He paused and said, before discussing the operation, I would like to know how to make the Abraham family sense my friendliness. 1191. Let me defend the Lord. Oh, God. Alright, guys, can I ask you guys, since it is Romero's birthday, can we give him a bit of a wide berth? Can we say, hey, we're not gonna defame his Lord today? Can we do that? Listen, I want to be clear. It is your God-given right. I'm just asking as a courtesy. I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm asking as a courtesy. Can we do that? By the way, I'm pretty sure, by the way, Romero, this will make you happy. I am pretty sure username has blocked me. Will there be a night stream? No, Nugget. So no night stream today. I'm gonna work on the volume 5 video. So no night stream. I don't even know what I did to make him that angry, but I mean, hey, I don't know. Oh, by the way, for anyone that is curious, this was the comment that I was talking about. Should have known there have been spoilers. Next time, I hope you give warning for others. I can't watch any of your videos now. I was like, there's a spoiler alert at 45 seconds. You're right, but I guess I thought that meant you wouldn't spoil past the episodes that were out, not the series as a whole. I feel like I won't be the only person who interprets it that way. Like, not a problem. The video was released like months before the anime even started, but thank you. I was like, oh, I guess there's some responsibility on my part. Like, what do you mean some? What the fuck? Like, what was the fucking, oh god, as much as I hate listening to my own bullshit, as much as I hate listening to my own voice. Click off the video. Wait. Unforgettable beginning. Now, this goes without saying, but let me say it anyway. Spoilers up to the end of volume 1. So if you have, how the fuck do I make that more clear? Spoilers to the end of volume 1. What? I feel like I'm not being crazy. Alright. Friendliness? No, let me... Title. Thank you, Hope. I'm very conflicted about you. I don't know what that means. Dude, I don't know if we can get to 1199 today. That's crazy. We're so far. Can we do it? I have a theory. You know, Godhood symbols most of all. Godhood symbols. Friendliness. Upon hearing the world's question, Ford nearly doubted her ears. Her image of Mr. X's head was put together. Leaving it with cracks surfaced in her mind. Just as Ford was about to deliberate over her words, Audrey smiled at Gehrman. To let the Abraham family sense your friendliness, it isn't about what you do, but what Miss Magician writes in her letters. If you can, just go to 1193. Okay. That's right. Unless I appear directly in front of Miss Magician's teacher, his understanding of me will only be limited to rumors and things that Miss Magician tells him. As long as the story she says is good, it'll be fine. Huh? Wars was enlightened by Miss Magician's words, but she didn't fully understand them. I have a small theory. Sounds good, Dr. Z. I have a theory. You know, godhood symbols evolve with the knowledge. Godhood symbols of mythical form contain info like sequence name, charm, and probability too, and that the world is Earth. So isn't it possible that godhood symbols evolve and now have virtual persona as name because they evolve after Earth? Maybe Nightwalker, but I would just assume that would be one of the things that like Adam or ASG put in. Like Adam would know it from his father maybe, or ASG put in that bit of information in that pathway. That's what I would assume. Then what should after looking at the hermit, Audrey said to Fours, you don't need to convey Mr. World's friendliness to your teacher. For this, you need to convey Mr. World's friendliness to your teacher. For this, you can fabricate some stories. What should I say? Fours asked. This wasn't because she wasn't good at making up stories. On the contrary, she felt she was adept. However, the problem was that writing a novel that was well received was different from a story that could convince people. A fucking author asking for help. Oh, Forrest, what are we gonna do with you? This wasn't because she wasn't good at making a... nope, already read this. Jesus Christ. Audrey had thought of the details of the letter before she opened her mouth. She replied, it's obvious that your teacher has already noticed that you are rapidly advancing. And because of Mr. X's death and all sorts of sensitive issues, he has a certain level of doubt and vigilance regarding their circles. Yes, Fours nodded. If our teacher was careless, he wouldn't have been able to survive until now. He would have been long caught by the Aurora Order. Audrey continued, in such a situation, he will maintain contact with you. He will teach you knowledge, give you formulas, and give you ingredients. This shows that on the one hand, he acknowledges your character and morals, and he will have a certain level of anticipation for you to become a demigod. Authors can't ask for help now? Authors can't ask for help on how to write from non-authors. I feel like that's fair. Or an editor. I feel like that's fair. This is the mentality we want to exploit. Audrey originally wanted to use the term, use a more neutral term like grasp instead of exploit. With Fours listening attentively and Judgment, the Star, and the Hermit looking forward, Audrey continued, when you return, you can write to him and tell him that you have already become a traveler. It will make him happy for your growth and also surprised that such an achievement, at such an achievement speed. Then you can answer the question he asked previously, saying that the gentleman who was seeking to purchase the Worm of Star has mentioned something, that the ancient curse of the family seems to come from a secret existence known as Mr. Door. Fresh perspective. Didn't the editor of Naruto create Sasuke? Oh, I didn't know that. Forges is a romance author, so the first thing she writes is smut. Yeah, so just tell her, like, oh, I'm in love with Mr. World. He's a kind fellow. Or whatever, I don't know. This is the question that your teacher has never told you about, but is definitely concerned about. Without a doubt, he will feel fear towards this gentleman who seems to know that you're related to the Abraham family. He will want to avoid you, but he'll want to know more. He will then try to find out what secret lies behind the curse that has plagued his family for generations. At the same time, a letter exchange isn't a direct meeting. It will give him a certain sense of security. He might change his residence and his identity, and use a more roundabout way to get the letter, but there's a good chance he won't sever the connection. Maintain this connection. Step by step, reveal something valuable. Awaken your teacher's desire and use it to portray the image of the world so that your teacher can experience his form of friendliness. Audrey's so wise. Audrey just becomes a demigod immediately. She's like, I know the ways of the world. Father, you must counter that offer that your rival has given. With this number, it will scare him and he will not dare go further. If that does not work, I will slip into his dream and just give him an aneurysm while he sleeps. Win-win either way. and Earl Hall is looking at his daughter like, Audrey, are you okay? At this point, Audrey stopped and looked at the world again. She could tell that the world's goodwill towards the Abraham family was because he had a request. But because she wasn't a clairvoyant, she didn't know the specific request. Klein nodded and said, after we establish a kind of indirect connection, I might ask your teacher for a transaction and use the promise of breaking the curse for certain items of value. Through Demoness Trissy, he had already grasped the solution of the Abraham family's curse, but he didn't plan on exchanging it for the Planeswalker formula or a Grade 0 artifact. In this secret treasure, I summoned my demigod daughter, true. On the one hand, the differences in value was too great, making him feel guilty. On the other hand, he didn't want to bring a dangerous existence like the world back to the real world. It was irresponsible. Split person. Oh, I see. I don't. We call it BPD here, bipolar disorder. He was thinking of other ways to make the curse of the family disappear to a degree. In other words, it might still exist, but it wouldn't affect the normal lives of the Abraham family and provide a certain range of improvements. Do you think Little Will would sacrifice his current parents if it meant advancing to Sequence 0? I think Little Will would sacrifice all the citizens of Backland to be a Sequence 0. He was thinking of another way to make the curse. Nope, already read that. Is that so? Mid to high sequence beyonders in the mind domain are so impressive. She can make people follow her arrangements without even realizing it. Compared to when we first met, she has undergone a complete metamorphosis. Forrest glanced at Geo and seemed to realize the same thing from her eyes. After some thought, she mustered the courage and said to the world, "What if my teacher rejects your request?" Stop talking. Luvion has made so many clips, bro. I can't do anything. I've just given up. At this point, let me just talk. Luvion's gonna do what Luvion's gonna do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clips today. So far. Luvion's been busy, man. After some thoughts, she mustered, what if my teacher rejects your request? Don't worry, I won't harm him. I won't use any methods that will force him. I'll write a letter to my teacher according to Miss Justice's suggestion. I nodded and surveyed the area. You can begin discussing the hunt. Leia took control and said the biggest problem with the operation is finding the Saint of Secrets. He's averaging a clip a chapter. It's actually insane. Forrest immediately recalled how she had encountered him and raised her hand. If I can borrow that powerful sealed artifact from my teacher, I can wander around Backland and use convergence to attract him. This might also attract other demigods of the apprentice pathway, or the leader of the secret order Zaratul or Amon. Force felt that the method was too dangerous. She didn't know what would happen if the other members who participated in the operation, if Zaratul or Amon appeared. Leia nodded and said if it's only a grade 1 artifact of the apprentice pathway, it shouldn't be that attractive to neighboring pathways. The effect will be limited to the demigods of the apprentice pathway, and from what I know, there aren't many of them. I suddenly don't wish to become a sequence 4. Force's eyelids twitched. Leia cast her gaze at the world. Let's not discuss the problem of whether there are any grade 1 sealed artifacts of the apprentice pathway. If we want to let the Saint of Secrets and Miss Magician bump into each other, the prerequisite is that he's in Backland. Upon hearing this, Leonard said, "It's actually not difficult. As a demigod of the apprentice pathway, Botas is definitely in charge of dealing with accidents amongst the upper echelon of the Aurora Order. He has sufficient mobility to aid the other members in different places. As long as you can create some urgent matter against the Aurora Order in Backland, he will be here." That is a solution, Audrey and company nodded. At this moment, the world continued. Let me remind you that the Aurora Order is an organization that worships a true god. Once you take action against them and secretly target the upper echelons, the true creator might be able to foresee this and give them a warning. This was something no one else had considered. Then what do we do? Force couldn't help but ask. By not targeting the Aurora Order directly, we can use a milder approach to fish out the Saint of Secrets. 1190... Wait, what? Am I crazy? Oh, for fuck's sakes. We're on 1192 now. Last chapter was 1191. Ugh, kill me. Each serving their duty. Discord? Alright, give me a second. Okay, you see the rituals are generally made to help people resist the potion and their powers. As example, the Marionettas potion, whatever, through something with something, sound in this case with similar effects. Ocean Songster also resists the sound with the echo of the sound. Traveler, marking the spirit world to resist traveling and getting lost. Scholar of Yore, becoming history to not get lost in history. Manipulator, making the huge emotional turmoil to actually not become emotional fluctuations. My overall view is that the ritual are to achieve something that should naturally be achieved with the sequence, but before advancing to the sequence. That's a good way to put it, Dr. Z, but I think a better way to put it is the ritual is to give you a taste of the power that you're going to achieve, but also teach you of the dangers that come with it, and help you think of ways to isolate you from the negative of from the repercussions of those powers. All right, let's keep going. Each serving their duty. Alright, I'm gonna make a ton of shorts today, even with Tyrant and Black Emperor. This logic holds. Yes, this is true. A milder approach. Leia lacked experience, as she instantly had another idea. Let Miss Magician participate in various gatherings in Backland, accidentally revealing that she is related to the Abraham family to gather their attention. OCD is acting up. Sorry. Seeing no objection from the world, Leia thought as she looked to the other side, how we can make this matter appear more reasonable without without arousing suspicion, how to design the steps and the procedures needed to expose yourself, and how to lay the foundation at each of the gatherings. This might require your help, Miss Justice. Alright, Audrey nodded. She then said, although I've never done something similar, I will try my best. Why do I feel a little afraid? Why do I feel like we're all inexperienced? Apart from the world, Leia might be very experienced in other aspects, but she shouldn't have been involved, but she likely hasn't been involved in such hunting before. This isn't a game. We have to be careful. However, when she thought of this, when she thought of how Miss Justice and Ma'am Hermits were already demigods, and that she and the star were at Sequence 5, she felt it wasn't too big a deal. After all, every powerhouse accumulated their experiences over time. Furthermore, they still had the world, the strongest hunter of the 5 seas. Dude, actually, I love how Gehrman is just like, now, he's just like, damn, don't call me unless some real shit's going down, you know? Like, he's like, this is beneath me, killing a mere Sequence 4. That is light work. Oh god, this is so cool. Reasonable scheme, manipulation. Klein subconsciously extracted these words. This reminded him of how he had used 008 in the experience of playing out situations arranged by 008. Yeah, exactly. He's like, listen, unless everything has gone to fuck, do not call me. He's actually the Batman of the Tarot Club. Like how Batman in the Justice League is like, listen, unless the world is ending, do not call me. Gotham has me plenty busy. But if the world is ending, call me. I will be there. There's no need to rush yourself to make the arrangements. Go back and try to think of it carefully. Yes, at the same time, we need to combine the feedback from the scene to make adjustments. Leia nodded and thought as she said, when Miss Magician participates in the gathering, it's best you hide in the vicinity. Use the control of the collective sea of subconscious to monitor every participant's thoughts and grasp the feedback. Would 13 virtual personas be enough? I should switch to monitoring to select a target to focus on, Audrey thought. That won't be an issue, she acknowledged. Gehrman does seem like exactly like Admiral Hell Ludwell is about to take over Klein's body or Gehrman's body, and Gehrman is like, no. He shakes it off, and Admiral Hell's like, what? How could you do that? And he's like, an old trick I learned from the Tibetan monks. And you're like, what? What monks? What are we doing? What are these monks up to, bro? To her, this was also a form of training. At the same time, also a form of acting. Seeing that there was no problem, Leia looked at the magician and said, in order to prevent a secret attack, I need to plant something on you. What is that? Leia glanced at the world. After receiving permission from the Fool's Blessed, she raised her hand and pressed it between her eyebrows. What the hell is Tibet? You wouldn't get it. What the hell is They probably have monks in this world, I would assume. A pair of transparent eyes appeared in front of her, ones that were without eyelashes, looking cold and heartless. This is the eye of mystery prying. After becoming a mysticologist, I can place it on someone else's body. Whatever it sees, I will see. Furthermore, once it enters a concealed state, it will be difficult for it to be discovered. Klein leaned back a little bit. When he first grasped spirit vision, he saw a similar thing behind old Neil. This was in the Donghua. Benjamin, how's it going, man? Even not. True. If he had mysticism knowledge that he knew now back then, he would have been able to detect the problem earlier. If the strange eye were to be planted on me, wouldn't I be watched by Ma'am Hermit when I go to the bathroom? Can we plant it before each gathering? She asked. If we make frequent contact, it'll easily be discovered. Besides, the Saint of the Secrets won't appear at times you choose. Don't worry, I won't look at things that shouldn't be seen. This was a lesson learned through blood. And this is when Cat Leia realized you do not peer into the secrets of God. Forrest fell silent for a few seconds. Alright. After discovering clues to the Abraham family, the Aurora Order will definitely do a certain amount of investigation. So as for safety, so as to prevent any accidents, they will definitely send someone out of a certain level of confidence. Among them, Botas is undoubtedly the most interested person of the Abraham family. In addition, Backland isn't suited for a King of Angels main body to be active in, so it's probably him. Leonard then raised his hand and said not necessarily. According to the information we have gathered, the Aurora Order has other high-ranking members in Backland, such as Saint Tenebris. After Mr. Ray disappeared, he came forward to organize certain matters. True creators, free cassette ticket. Yeah. I know, Klein is like, bro, looking at God is the best. You get free shit. I mean, you just have to get a little toasty for a little bit, but like it's chilling, you know, it's no problem. When the time comes, the person responsible for tracking the Abraham family might very well be him, not the Saint of Secrets. The demigod I met when I assassinated Mr. X was Saint Tenebris? I nodded. Cat Leia was already prepared for this and said, "This might require your help, Mr. Starr. In the near future, you should investigate more cases involving the Aurora Order and strike at them more. This way, it'll be inconvenient for them to move around. After discovering clues of the family, they'll most likely seek reinforcements. The more mobile and concealed the Saint of Secrets is likely to be responsible for it." Sure, Leonard thought. As a captain of the Red Gloves team, he had every right to do so. The only problem is, could this be predicted by the true creator? Leonard asked. Klein pointed out indirectly, "You are similarly under the gaze of a deity." Is Klein referring to the fool? He's saying he's like, they may have a god watching them, but you've got one too, don't you worry about it. Leonard retracted his gaze as though he gained some understanding. He said to Cat Leia, "I have no further questions. We will try our best to limit the Beyonder circles that Miss Magician will be involved in to Eastborough and Backland Bridge area. Areas you're very familiar with. You'll have to constantly be aware of abnormalities. Inform me if something changes." Alright. At this moment, Cat Leia thought before saying, "You are a judge. When the time comes, you may need to do some area of effect prohibition. This might not be effective against Botas, but it should be able to cause some interference. Don't doubt it. A mid-sequence Beyonder can influence a saint to a certain degree." Oh, the Evernight goddess? Okay. All of this is under the premise of a demigod resisting a demigod while I provide support, Gio thought. At this moment, the plan was starting to take form. Forrest heaved a sigh of relief as she said, "Previously, Mr. World mentioned that Botas might have a Grade 0 artifact. How the hell do we deal with that?" God damn it. Can Klein just get that? Dude, I feel like Klein needs to get a Sequence 0 sealed artifact. How can we be considered a Grade A organization without a single Grade 0 artifact? Come on. We need to have even fucking Bernadette has one. Come on. Bernadette, come on. Yeah, we gotta step our shit up. Bye, Nagito. If we can't get any feedback from all of this, and if the Saint of Secrets has a Grade 0 artifact with him, you don't have to be afraid. He won't kill you immediately. He'll try to gain control of you and interrogate you. That should give us enough time to separate him from the artifact. Remember, a sealed artifact that a Beyonder possesses isn't completely a part of his strength. During this process, didn't you record some high-level powers? If the situation is critical, don't hold back and try to escape. Sounds like you're not very confident either, Forrest thought. I'll try my best. At this moment, the world took the initiative to speak. In times of necessity, pray to Mr. Fool. I will also ask him to to provide his protection in advance and give some revelations. As this art operation wouldn't pose a threat to Klein's actual body, regardless of the developments, and it might involve his Grade 0 artifact, he could only gain some revelations from his initial control of Sephira Castle. That's good, everyone heaved a sigh of relief. When the private gathering came to an end, Klein glanced at Cat Leia and said, "It looks like there's no way to end the operation before the new year. I'll give you some advance payment." He then condensed some of the mysticism knowledge she had never mentioned in a pale white brilliance and pushed it to the hermit. She immediately starts like getting hit with like knowledge that like not even fucking Bernadette knows. She's like, "Oh my god." 1193. I think we'll leave it here today. I think this will be the last one. I wanted to get to 99, but doesn't feel like it's in the cards. Heading east? Who's heading east? I thought Klein was gonna head east after he became a demigod. Romero, next stream will be tomorrow night. Well, night for me. And then after that, we should be able to do a morning stream. Oh, sorry, after he becomes an angel. Sorry. Sasrir might very well be the negative personality expelled from ASG. Mr. Dor was once the most powerful king of angels. Abraham family possesses at least 2 Grade 0 artifacts. The underlying powers of this world are chaos and madness. This knowledge resonated in Cat Leia's mind. If it wasn't for the Tarot Club and Mr. Fool's protection and the world's help, she believed that it wouldn't be easy for her to obtain such knowledge. It's a sequel to Journey to the West. Cool, nice. She definitely had to take a tremendous risk in exchange. If she wasn't careful, she would attract the attention of high-level existences. Thank you for your advance payment. This will greatly help me digest the potion, Cat Leia said. According to her original plan... Wait, does the world also get a... No, the world just gets a worm of spirit or whatever, right? He doesn't get any spoils? It's actually revealed that Klein was Sun Wukong all along. Weren't we all Sun Wukong all along? Maybe this Sun Wukong was the friends we made all along. According to her original plan, she believed that she'd be able to gain some knowledge after meeting with Bernadette. With Gehrman's current advance payment, her mysticologist potion would most likely be completely digested. Unfortunately, a few days before she arrived in Backland, Bernadette had left the city without a trace. Upon hearing Hermit's words, Klein laughed. A price is exacted for what is bestowed. Yo, I think... Oh shit, that's awesome, Hope! As the voice echoed, he nodded at the two ladies, Justice and Magician. After the gathering came to an end, and the members of the castle left, Klein stood up and walked back to the seat of the Fool. He leaned back in his chair and propped up his elbows. These were... and as the void beside him rippled and formed halos. These were prayers that came from puppets controlled by the historical projections that Klein had summoned. They had existed before the gathering, but the corresponding areas had been hidden from the rest. He cast his gaze at the rippling light and expanded his vision into the distance. In the real world, a dark mountain stood erect. This was once a place that hid many humans that survived the cataclysm, but were turned into dark demonic wolf Kotar's marionettes. And during this period of time, Klein kept tracing the clues and found 3 hidden spots where the dark demonic wolf had hidden himself. The reason was simple. Just like now, there was a rock in the cave. On it sat a young man wearing a robe and a pointed hat. Amon. This angel of time seemed to sense the gaze from Sephira Castle as he raised his head and adjusted his monocle and smiled. Klein retracted his gaze. His facial muscles twitched as he muttered, "What a haunting presence. It's not like this fellow doesn't understand the dark demonic wolf's past. Is there a need for him to destroy all the clues I need? If it wasn't because he wasn't Amon's match, he really wanted to beat him. I love how Klein is like, bro, I don't care about anyone else. I'm gonna beat your ass when I get strong enough. Fuck everything. I'm gonna beat your ass first. The true creator even comes later. But Amon, we're beating your ass first. The reason why he was still searching for the wolf's past was mainly because he wanted to verify the information. After all, the eastern continent had been in the Forsaken Land of the Gods for more than 2,000 years. The dark demonic wolf had escaped in the Evernight Goddess's attention for a sufficiently long amount of time, so it was possible that some abnormalities and changes had happened. Under the tremendous pressure from the true creator and Amon, the chances of the wolf transforming isn't low. The words dark demonic wolf could actually be switched to Klein Moretti or Zhou Mingru ad verbatim. The other reason for his persistence in pursuing the wolf's past was that he was trying to fool Amon, making it difficult for him to guess that he had already gotten the information, the key information. Of course, this might not be able to deceive the god of deceit. His main goal was to obtain victory of the mind, so as to adjust his mental state. This allowed him to reduce the frequency at which he sought Miss Justice's treatment. I love how Klein just feels bad. He's like, bro, I'm having to go to Audrey every 2 weeks like I'm fucking like about to kill myself in a video game. Well, from the looks of it, the wolf still maintains its clarity and rationality late into the second epoch. It wasn't as violent as when it first fused with the other characteristics. His most important personality appears not to have changed. Ever so suspicious, he doesn't even trust his own marionettes. Once he decides to migrate, he would leave all the marionettes and sever all connections. And the wolf seems to have migrated from the east over here. As Klein thought about it, his mind came to a stop. He cast his gaze in a particular direction by relying on his intuition. His expression turned solemn as he raised his right hand and pressed his hat. He adjusted his direction and began walking east. What did he get? What? How did he just wake? He was like, we go east. Why? Backlund, Empress Burrow. Audrey sat in front of the dressing table and began to consider how to release the bait in a reasonable fashion. If she wanted to go near a gathering and monitor the thoughts of the participants, there was a lack of quick, efficient methods. Klein's going to the Middle East, yeah! He's going for some oil! I'm sorry. As a Sequence 4, she could neither fly nor teleport. She also couldn't use the flames to jump. It would be fine if it was late at night, but if she wanted to use dreams as a springboard, she could only rely on her feet during the day. But my speed isn't slow. But if I were to run faster than a steam train, that would attract some attention. Audrey's now faster than a steam train? Steam train speed. The fastest steam train ever reached a speed of 120 miles an hour. Now let's assume that's like too fast, okay? And that's not average. So let's say 100 miles an hour. Miles per hour to kilometers because I'm not fucking American. 160 kilometers an hour, and she can run that. And she has like thick dragon scales under her skin, so even if someone like hits her mid sprint, she's like, didn't even feel it, bitch. Currently, I can only let my consciousness and spirit body enter the sea of collective subconscious while I'm unable to bring my body in. As she pondered, she began considering to buy sealed artifacts or items that had traveling powers. Yay! Let's kill fours! Then we can give her traveling powers. What a simple demigod. It's no wonder the full name is half human, half god. Those terrifying beyond her power. All the four stands gets. um, these terrifying beyonder powers are the godly side of things, while there are human side of things. Backland, Hillston Borough. Oars opened a book that was propped on her thigh for her to write. Holding a pen in her hand, she stared at the horizontal line on the paper and the tarot club that were scattered around. What's wrong? You don't want to lie to your teacher? Everything you write will be the truth. Oh, you don't want to set up your teacher, Gio asked. No, it's not because of this. I do feel a little guilty, but I know this is good for the family. I'm just hesitating. I just feel that our destinies will change after writing this letter. What? Gio was a little stunned. She didn't understand what her friend meant. Forrest let out a long sigh. The battles from the past are now actually not that dangerous. We have the ability to avoid it and gain the corresponding resources to continue our peaceful lives. Therefore, my feelings of them don't run deep. Force is needed for the greater good. Oh, are you saying we make her an angel? And then we kill her when she's an angel to switch pathways? But then Klein would have to wait so long for her to become an angel. She's so slow. We're like people standing beside the torrent. We could have watched everything go by safely, but after writing this letter, we may be swept into the current. If not for this, do you think we can avoid the torrent of fate? Gio asked. As she spoke, she picked up the tarot card from the ground and flipped it. The Judgment card. Ors looked at the deck of cards while closing her eyes and smiled. I understand. This is an inevitable destiny. Run from it. Dread it. Destiny arrives all the same. After praying to Mr. Fool and obtaining the Magician card, it was an unavoidable destiny. The fountain pen in her Force's hands finally landed on the letter. Fritz Harbor. Dorian Gray, who had long left the Fishermen's Association, changed his identity, tore open the letter from his student. As he browsed through it, his expression went from shock and joy to confusion and horror. Is this a new Mr. Fool? Is this a second Mr. Fool? There's no chance. There's no fucking chance. Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Fool. Good lord. Yeah, the other Mr. Fool was a member. That's why I know too, Romero. That's the only reason I know. Dorian threw away the letter in his hand and knocked down the table in front of him. It was like a monster was heading on the piece of paper with a curse. And one of them is actually the world. He retreated to another corner, pulled open a drawer, took out some items, and was prepared to leave. When his right hand touched the doorknob, he slowed down and finally stopped. One's a historical projection. He slowly turned around and cast his gaze at the letter on the ground with a complicated look. For a few seconds, Dorian slowly walked towards the letter. He walked with hesitation, feeling the dilemma and the struggles, but he didn't stop, as if he had been seduced by the devil. I'm on pretending to be Mr. Fool. Wait, yeah, can anyone check if there's a monocle on this guy's eye? Let me check if there's any... Wow, that's okay, that's some there's some art. We can't see it. Oh, yeah. No, sorry. I was just looking at something else really quickly. Um, some memes. Okay. Damn, my goated little son. Let's go, baby. Let's go. God. Leonard, get fucked. We like you, Audrey, but we love the little son. He's trying to kill. There's the gun. He's trying to kill himself. Love that. Yeah, you see how he hates everyone so much he can't even be bothered to get some like drummers or someone else or something. He just has to sing all by himself to maximize torture. What a piece of shit. By the way, dude, seriously, Audrey needs to become a demigod now, and then they become the fools, the wings of the fool. That'd be so based. Audrey and Alger become the fools of the wings, and the world becomes like the sword of the fool or something, you know? Like, oh, absolute cinema. They're like, Audrey and Alger can help stuff tremendously, but when everything has gone awry, we pray to the world to come solve our problems. Goated. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, let's go, the fool. This would be Cat Leia here, I guess. Purple? Very good. Why are they just in a random... Would this be like a doctor's office? Because I think these are like gloves, like medical gloves or whatever. Like the latex gloves. The fuck is this? I guess it could be like a science lab, I don't know. Get fucked, loser. Stay in there. He's eating the mushrooms. Oh, raining money. Alder is mad for some reason. Raining down money because she's goated. Or is this eyeing Leonard? Oh my god, her dream was actually about Leonard. Confirmed. For real. So, do you know how to cook? It's made a cake. Yes, it was very good. Really? Don't make me lie twice, Leonard. Like, yes, it was actually dog shit, but I will be nice. But if you ask me a second time, I will tell you the truth. Sharks. The unstoppable march of time which slowly guides us all to an inevitable death. The world. This is like there's like a kids thing that this comes from, I think, right? Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my god, this is so nice. Can we make that the background for a bit? Have it be calm and stuff? This is so nice. This is so beautiful. By the way, the sun, the moon, and the star are the three celestial idiots. Based. This is beautiful. There's more art above? Okay, we'll look above in a second. Is that the little sun? Oh, that's so cute. Leonard, Audrey, Cat Leia, Emlyn, Alger, I guess? Gio, because she's tiny. Force. Emlyn should have said sunlight when the sun... while sun should say vampire. What now? What is... Are these the pathway symbols? Oh my god, these are so cool. Hold on. Is there stuff? Oh, there's... Wow, there's a lot about... What? Jesus! That's very cute. I've already seen this. I've seen this as well. This is very cute. Man, these are so well done. And that, I see. Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Wow, that is so beautiful too. What the fuck? Oh my, like even look at this. The mirage of a person dancing. This is so good. With the new pathway symbols? Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea, Dr. Z. We could do that. Would you guys like that if we switch it to the pathways? Oh, this is so cute. Susie looks so good. Would you guys be okay with that if we switched it to the pathways instead? Trojan Horse of Destiny? Which pathway is this? The fuck? No, I didn't miss it, Milosh. I just don't want to see more Gearman art. I'm done. I'm so done with Gearman art. That is so, like, look at how well done that brooch is. That's crazy. Oh, Black Emperor. Nine mausoleums. What path? What? Oh, nine. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, well, shut up. I didn't know those were mausoleums. Shut up. They're supposed to be like inverted. They're supposed to be inverted, so fuck you. Shut up. God. Oh, wow. Ouroboros with the fucking heat. True creator. No, inverted. Oh, inverted is death. Oh, I see. Fuck. Shit. Fuck, I thought I had him. I thought I had him. Fuck. Dude, Ouroboros looks so heat. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Does he have 10 wings? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does he have 10 wings? Damn, I got cooked twice. That's not good. The fuck is this guy? What? But I only see 10. Mr. Fool's Angel has 12. He only has 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This sixth one theoretically could be counted here, but there's nothing coming out here. They're cheating me here. They're cheating me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then this would be like 7. I don't fucking know. Whatever, it's fine. Who is this? Who's the kid? Is this Ian or is this this guy? Is this Ian? I don't know what Ian looks like. Jurgen Cooper? Oh, oh, Jurgen. Faceless people with a kid. Dude, Gio's like 3'8". She's so tiny. Like, this is Victorian era. This guy is probably no taller than like 5'6", because like people were fucking malnourished and shit. Gio's like 3'8". It's crazy. Damn, that looks so good. What? Damn, that looks so good. 150 centimeters. I don't know what that looks. I don't know what that is. 150 cm. 4'9". Yeah, that's what she wants you to believe. Doubt it. Doubt it. Cat Leia would not be behind the fucking drink counter. She would actually be the guys, drinking is actually injurious to your health and you should actually not do it. It actually causes liver damage and like it slows down your mental faculties. We all need to be shut the fuck up. It would obviously be Dan. It's pouring the drinks because he's scared of Gehrman. Cat Leia is the only legit pirate. Danitz is in the photo, and you dare say she's the only real pirate? You're out of your fucking mind. Fours would be, yeah, fours would be wasted. Fours would have come in here already 9 drinks in. Is that my favorite channel? I'll take a look here. I've probably seen it, I'm not gonna lie to you, but damn, this is so good too. This is so good. Everyone in the fool in the shadows. Very good. Damn, that is a, I don't know, that is a big pickaxe or whatever that is. Goddamn. Audrey. Fours even writing even here. Damn. Girl. Oh my god, Gearman just committing fucking mass murder here. What the fuck? Some Kleiner? Oh, that's so cute. Like, all right, I'm about to start cooking. You ready for this? George the, no, who the, is George the Third? Who is this? Classic Gearman behavior. And swords. I see. When they all got murked. I see. Okay. Damn. You know what this reminds me of, like character art from, like a similar style from Hades. Hades. Is anyone kind of seeing like a similar stylistic choice? Am I crazy? No, I'm not referring to like any particular god in general. I'm just referring to like the artistic style. I feel like it looks kind of similar. Blood Moon Queen, yeah, or near it, yeah. Game that just gets reset of that one. It's a roguelike. I assume that's the mechanic you're referring to, Dr. Z, yeah? Damn, that's really good too. So at this point, we're looking sequence 4, 5, what? Sequence 3, 5, 4. Is she's at 6 now, I think? 6? He's reached 4 now, right? He's reached 4, no. Has he used the Enchanted Crucifix? I can't remember. Is he a demigod now, or is he 5? Derek's a 5 right now? Oh, okay. Cat Leia's 4. Alder's 5. Well, you don't count. 5, I believe also. 5 now as well. Damn, that's cool. Damn, she's kitted out. That's so much jewelry. What? That's so much jewelry. That's kitted out. Chill. Oh, I see. Wouldn't have even noticed them. Oh man, these are good. These are really good. We could plausibly switch to these if you guys wanted, instead of the Tarot Club members, because Gio isn't on there, and that just feels unfair. God damn. Add them instead. Oh, this one? Yes, I have seen this here. I love this one. I don't know if you saw this. No, I have not. I don't think I've seen this. My favorite Klein picks. Damn, this looks so good. I am the one who stands atop all. Holy shit. God damn, that looks good. And for sure, yeah. There's a particular Sharon art I love. I think it's the Osat one. I love that. Sharon art. It's really good. It's the Black Emperor. Yeah, no, I figured that. Remember? God damn. God damn. That's Mr. Door right there, right? With the mirror rungs. That's Mr. Door right there. Like the replay. Excuse me? I clicked jump to present. What do you mean that's the Klein one? What? Am I missing something? What do you mean? What? I'm so confused. What? The replays the Klein picture to... Oh, this is your favorite one? Oh, that is cute. Oh, because it even has like his ID badge from the real world. His like clothes are transforming in real time. That is cute. What the fuck is that? Is that the Grey Fog? Damn, that is cool. That is very cool. Ah. All right, guys. I think we'll end stream there. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. If you guys ever want to play the fucking whatever game I just bought, let me know. We can do that, and I'm gonna be working on the volume 5 video. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Bye guys.